Hi friends, it's Miss Traver, and today we are going to read Waggers for our read aloud. Waggers was written by Stacy Nikos and illustrated by Tamara Anagon. All right, let's get started. So here's our dedication page over here for Rainer, who was a dog's best friend, and our title page, Waggers. Waggers tried to be good. He tried really hard. When he saw Monty and Michael, he sat up very straight and perked his ears. But when they picked Waggers up, his tail twirled so hard he sent the other puppies flying. "That's some tail," said Mom. "I'll say," said Dad. "Yeah," said Monty and Michael. They begged and they pleaded until Mom and Dad were swayed. It was only a tail. How much harm could it do? They adopted Waggers and took him home. That is quite a long tail if you see it. It was so long and very strong that it threw his puppy brother and sisters up in the air. "Let's make cookies," Monty said. Waggers helped Monty get the ingredients. He kept her company while she mixed them up. He even tested the dough without Monty having to ask. Yum! His tail started to wag. Uh-oh. Swoop, 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 swoop. "Waggers, no!" Monty said. But it was really good cookie dough. "Bad dog, Waggers," said Mom. Waggers hung his head. He tried to be good. He tried really hard, but his tail got in the way. So he was so excited about how good the cookie dough was that he flung the ingredients into the air. "There's a monster," Michael whispered. He crouched down. Waggers crouched down. Michael crept towards the sofa. Waggers crept too. He even pounced on the monster's shoes without Michael having to ask. His tail started to wag. So he's attacking the slippers. Oh no. Poor Dad, look at that picture. The popcorn flew, the TV remote, the table's falling over, and the light, and Waggers is just chewing up those slippers. "Whoop, whoop, 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 whoop. Waggers, no!" Michael said, but they were really stinky shoes. "Bad dog, Waggers," said Dad. Can't see the other part. The next week, Waggers practiced sit. The week after that, he found hidden treasure. And the week after that, Waggers stopped an alien invasion. Now, let's look at that page. Was that really an alien invasion? Were there aliens coming into their house? No, they were squirrels just climbing up a tree out the window. But Waggers didn't know that. And it looks like he knocked the phone off the table, knocked the pillow and the chair over. Oh no. "Something's got to be done about that dog," said Mom. "He's ruining our house," said Dad. Oh no. So Monty and Michael hid Waggers in the garage. "Be good, Waggers," they said. Waggers tried to be good. He tried really hard. But there was a fly in the garage. A really loud fly. Oh no. He knocked the skis off and the hose is going off on top of the car. Yikes. Mom and Dad decided Waggers needed a new home. Monty and Michael begged and pleaded, but it was no use. The house was falling apart. It couldn't take one more wag. Oh, look how sad Monty and Michael look. And poor Waggers. Monty, Michael, and Waggers spent their last night together in the backyard. They played and told stories and counted stars until Monty and Michael fell asleep. Waggers tried to sleep too, but he had an itch. It was a really bad itch. His tail started to twirl. Waggers got up. He scratched and he rubbed. He wriggled all the way across the yard and back again, and again, and again, and again. Ah! Waggers curled up next to Monty and Michael and fell asleep. He was so worn out, his tail barely twitched. But oh, what it had done. What do you guys think his tail did when he was trying to get that itch scratched? Oh, no, I'm nervous to look. My bushes, said Mom. My yard, said Dad. Waggers tried to be good. He tried really hard. But his tail, oh, look at Waggers' poor sad face. His tail had cut the grass and trimmed the bushes and even pruned the drooping branches. That's some tail, said Mom. I'll say, said Dad. Yeah, said Monty and Michael. So his tail actually did something good. When he was trying to get that itch, he cleaned up the whole yard. He cut the grass so Dad didn't have to do it, and he trimmed the bushes so they had a good shape. He did some yard work. It turned out Waggers didn't need a home. He needed a new yard. Lots of them. Waggers swept the leaves, piled snow, even painted fences. By dinner each night, his tail was all wagged out. Good boy, Waggers. So it turns out that they figured out a solution to their problem, right? The problem is that Waggers has such a long and powerful tail that he would ruin the house. So they had to figure out how to change that. So if he does jobs in the neighbors' yards, like painting fences and cleaning up the snow and the leaves, then when he would come home, his tail would be tired and it wouldn't ruin the house. So they figured it out. Waggers didn't have to try to be good anymore. He was good. He was the best dog ever, and his tail never got in the way again. Well, almost. Oh no. The end. I hope you guys enjoyed that story. This story actually reminded me of the story that we had read before, if you guys remember, called Dog's Breath, about the dog halitosis who had really stinky breath, and whenever she would breathe on a plant or a person, they would fall over because it just smelled so bad. And they tried to come up with different ways to get rid of her bad breath, but it didn't work. So the parents said, we have to give her up. But then they came up with a solution. If you guys didn't get to read that or you don't remember, you should look it up on YouTube. It was a good one, and they had some similarities to this book. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.